Good Sunday, good Sunday, good Sunday. It's yo Reverend Rackers with the DP Ministries. Here to wish y'all a good Sunday. It's getting nice outside, folks. Really nice outside. It's in like the 50s to sleep. That's Reverend's weather right there, folks. That's Reverend's weather right there. 70 degrees during the afternoon. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Now, first of all, the Reverend's doing this video for his congregation, for all the people out there. He loves the congregation, loves doing the videos for his people. Reverend's got to do this one before he goes to work today. The Reverend's working on the Sabbath, folks. He's working on the Sabbath. There's no rest for the wicked in the Reverend's life. No rest. He's got no time to rest. So first of all, the Reverend's got some shit that's pissing him off. Now, last week the Reverend talked about getting a seatbelt ticket, and it was bullshit because who should be able to tell you what you can and can't do in your vehicle that you paid for? You know what I mean? Anyway, why is it safe for 50 kids to be on one bus and not one person have a seatbelt on except the driver of that bus? They say, your kids got to be buckled up in your car. I agree. Your kids should be buckled up in your car, but 50 of them together, they don't have to buckle? That's safe? I don't think so. School buses need seatbelts. Otherwise, every time a bus should get pulled over, they should get like 60 seatbelt tickets. That'd show the motherfuckers. There's your $10 right there. $10, 60 kids, $600. Pull every bus over, you don't gotta fuck with the Reverend anymore. Next, I'm at work. The Reverend's working. He looks up from his desk, and what does he see? He sees a grown-ass man with a dish towel on his head. Not a hat. Not a hat. Reverend got a dish towel handy? Well, look. Let's say these socks are a dish towel. This guy is walking around the store with a dish towel on his head, looking at furniture, looking like this. Do you not have any self-respect? Yeah. I realize it's hot out, but do you really need to have a dish towel on your head in public? You look ridiculous. Have some self-respect. That same thing goes for women in pajamas and men in pajamas in public. You sit in Walmart, you can't show up in your fucking pajamas. You can't show up with a dish towel on your head. If you're gonna wear a do-rag, get you a motherfucking do-rag and look like somebody. But damn, just a towel, that means you're a lazy fuck. Or hell, it was a black dude, he could get one of them pantyhose things they wear on their heads. How hard is that? Now, I know what you think. You're waiting for the Reverend to talk about Miley Cyrus. And here he goes. The Reverend's going to talk about the VMAs first. I've watched it. I've watched it several times. It's not shocking. It's not impressive. She doesn't know how to dance, but if Britney Spears did that, nobody would have said shit. Actually, nobody said shit when her and Madonna made out. Nobody said shit when she wobbled around and this and that, looking all hoary every time she was on the VMAs. The same with Christina. Nobody really said too much about Madonna doing it years ago. back in the 80s, when Madonna did it, that shit was shocking. Nobody did that before. And now, she's come out with the wrecking ball video. She's naked on a wrecking ball. Now, I'll tell you, it's pretty hot. I'll be honest. I've seen the video. I'd watch it again. The song sucks, but she's naked on a wrecking ball. And she's like deep throating that hammer. It's crazy. But it seems like anytime there's some shit going down in the world, some shit like Miley pops up. We've got Syria going down, and all of a sudden Miley's naked at the VMAs and naked on a wrecking ball. So everybody can talk about that and not Syria. Now the Reverend talked about Syria last week. So far, so good. We're not bombing the shit out of that yet. So, way to go. But it seems like every time some real shit's going to go down, some bullshit rises up to keep most of the population off of what's going on. Like, when that Mexican dude killed the half-white black dude, Trayvon Martin and all of that bullshit, we had a soldier going on trial at the same time who was a quote-unquote whistleblower and called a terrorist. Now that man should be a hero because he let us know some shit that went down that shouldn't have been going down. But nobody knew about that trial because the Mexican guy killed the half-black guy. Now the Mexican guy, they called white, and the half-white and half-black guy, they called black, so they could get a racial thing going on. It's all about race anymore, folks. And they're trying to split us up. They're trying to divide the country, and we need to rise up, and we need to take our country back. We need to stop worrying about Miley's ass and start worrying about the shit that's really going on. Next. Now, all right, the Reverend has no love for Barack Obama, as you all know. But I read some shit on the weatherchannel.com that was just hilarious. Apparently, Barack is being blamed by these hippie activists for a bunch of eagles dying in wind farms. Wind farms are like where there are a bunch of windmills that create power. Now, Barack's getting blamed because these eagles are flying into the windmills. Now, they're blaming Barack because Barack has upped the wind organization since he's been in office. So because he's added more windmills, he's responsible for the eagles dying. And also, he's being yelled at for not fining the companies for every eagle that dies. Now, again, I'm not a Barack supporter, but what the fuck? The man's done enough dumb shit that we're going to worry about this? His policy in killing eagles, eagles just aren't smart enough not to fly into fans. God. I mean, that's ridiculous. He can be blamed for a lot of shit, but eagles flying into windmills and dying? That's fucked up. That's reaching. That's reaching. Next, the Reverend has something to talk about that brings up the government again. He's going to do a few of these at the end of each week. The Reverend's uncle. He'll be named nameless, but the Reverend's uncle may or may not work for somebody that's important. And it told the Reverend to look up the Haarp program. Are you familiar with the Haarp program, folks? If you're not, you should check it out. He says it's a real deal. Lots of people say it's the real deal. The Haarp program has basically been around since the 90s. And what they're saying the Haarp program can do is the government can shoot different waves and things into the atmosphere, and it also releases different toxins through planes in the atmosphere that, like when you see certain jet streams sticking around, those are Haarp jet streams. And when the jet streams just disappear, they're just normal jets. But anyway, now they say that Haarp can actually control some of the weather that can help, pinpoint, mass rain here so they can get a flood, or an earthquake there so there can be an earthquake. And also, apparently when the BP oil spills happened on Hitler's birthday, Haarp released a bunch of chemicals in the ground, in the ocean, that helps with mind control. That's some scary shit, folks. Let me get that back to you. So we're being mind controlled by TV and media, by having fluoride in our water supply, and now we may or may not have the government poisoning our skies and dumbing us down, poisoning our skies and causing mass disasters to happen. Now again, anytime there's been a mass disaster here recently, there's been some crazy shit going on in the government. So, I'm going to let you folks decide on your own on that. But if you want, look up the Haarp program for the Reverend. Comment on his status. Let him know what you think. It's some crazy ass shit. If it's real, it needs to be stopped. If it's real, we need to rise up and stop it. It's no good. Now, Haarp is spelled H-A-A-R-P, if you look it up. Thank you, Uncle, we'll call you Uncle Whistleblower. Thank you, sir. Now, before the Reverend goes, he'd just like to say, he'd love to hear from the congregation out there about the videos. He'd love to hear your opinions. He'd love to hear some more questions from you. He can still answer questions. Anytime you got a question for the Reverend, just shoot him a comment on Facebook or a comment on YouTube, and the Reverend will take care of it. So any questions or ideas you got for the Reverend, shoot him. He'll tackle it. Like I just said, I just tackled some Haarp program shit. I'm going to tackle some other stuff like that. So anything you want the Reverend to talk about, hit him up. So it's Sunday. I got to go to work in like a half hour. Good Sunday. Good talk.